I'm loved by few, hated by many, but respected by all.
The following contest is our televised main event. It is an open Internet Championship Challenge match. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 194 pounds. He is the Genetic Nightmare and the reigning, defending Memphis Wrestling Internet Champion, Mike Anthony.
Laser focused, mad as hell, said he got drug into a war that he had nothing to do with, take his eye off the ball for 1 week, and his shoulders were pinned to the mat, and he says it won't happen again. Who's gonna answer the call right here today?
And introducing next, answering the challenge, he's the challenger from Jackson, Tennessee, weighing in at 195 pounds, Mr. Energy, Marko Harris.
Marko Harris said he's got next, but then he fell ill. That's exactly what Mike Anthony was talking about. That is a fight and a war that he had nothing to do with, and it was probably meant for Marko Harris. But now Marko's back and looks healthy. We've got one-on-one for the Internet Championship. Marko Harris on the right, Mike Anthony on the left, senior official David Knight in the squared circle, hoisting up the championship gold, and that is what it's all about. Mike Anthony and Marko Harris right here today in the main event, one-on-one for the championship. Yes, please. Bell rings, and Maria, we are officially underway.
Truly, this is going to be a brutal fight.
Things are getting a little heated already. A lot of shoving going around, especially after Mike Anthony said it could be Aaron Roberts, it could be Zay Washington, it could be Tim Bosby. Who knows if those guys are even here? But Marko Harris had next in line, was sick, and hasn't been here for several weeks, but looks like he's back and he is ready. Oh, look at this.
Wow. I think these guys would fight outside of the ring.
Tit for tat, if you will.
That's right.
Big shots from Mike Anthony, these big forearms. And you know there's a lot of respect going on between these two.
It feels personal.
Big shot, here comes Marko Harris. Winning championships all across the Mid-South and would love nothing more than to walk away with the Internet Championship right here today.
I don't know if Mike Anthony's going to let him add one to his collection that easy.
Scoops him up, caught in midair. Big back body drop. What a maneuver from Mike Anthony, who looks as sharp as ever. Wait a second, Mike Anthony, suicide dive.
Oh, and he misses.
Might have tweaked his knee there. Here comes hang time, Marko Harris. Huge front flip over the top rope into the floor. Let's take a look at it real quick one more time on the instant replay, brought to you by Memphis Wrestling Live. Fans, don't you dare go away. Marko Harris and Mike Anthony, Internet title on the line. Stay with us. Welcome back to Memphis Wrestling. Just in time for a 1 count from Marko Harris. Marko Harris versus Mike Anthony in an open challenge for the Internet title is in the ring right now. I am Dustin Starr alongside my lovely Maria, calling the action, and we can't wait to see you next Friday in New Albany, Mississippi, and also next Sunday right here at the WrestleCenter. Get your tickets at MemphisWrestling.tv. Meanwhile, these two guys are having one hell of a match in the main event. Back and forth, Mike Anthony feels like he has something to prove. So does Marko Harris, sending Mike to the corner with authority. Two fan favorites here, but looks like they're chanting, "Let's go, Mike." Looked like only a 1 count there. Senior official David Knight says 2, but it was so close. Either way, it wasn't a 3, and the match will continue. Big suplex. Marko Harris hangs on. Another snap suplex. Once again, swivels the hips. Brings Mike Anthony back to his feet. Going for the trifecta, but blocked by Mike Anthony. Call it, Maria. Who you got?
I don't know. This is too close to call right now.
We have a new tag team champions. We have a new women's champion. Could we crown a new internet champion here today?
We totally could. These are both two very strong athletes.
Oh my goodness, what a drop kick from Marko Harris. And a near fall.
That was close.
Almost picked up the 3. Take a look at Marko's face. Also, the cast capacity crowd behind him. Going nuts, chanting Mike. Little round of applause there for Marko Harris.
He needs a little encouragement from the crowd.
Big shot by Marko Harris. Two of the very best doing it. Return fire from Mike Anthony, lefty. Now a righty. Mike Anthony can throw punches and bows with both hands. Marko with another big right forearm. Oh my goodness. I think he chopped his nipple off. Return fire from Marko Harris. Here comes Mike. Takes Marko to the corner. Mike Anthony full steam ahead, eats a boot. Meanwhile, on the top rope, what a move! Flying European uppercut.
This could be it.
And another near fall. Senior official David Knight says it was 2. You can see the frustration on the face of Marko Harris. What does he have to do to pin Mike Anthony? Or better yet, can he pin Mike Anthony?
I think he can. Mike Anthony's going to have to keep him from going anywhere near that top rope.
Remember a couple weeks back, Mike Anthony was ready for Marko. Marko was sick and couldn't be here. And speak of the devil, huge German suplex, very reminiscent of a Bosplex who stepped in and took the match against Mike. Only to be interrupted by Aaron and Zay, but meanwhile here in the ring, German suplex of his own from Marko Harris. And he kips up. Marko Harris getting his second or his third win. Setting up for that cutter. Here he comes. Nobody home. Mike Anthony able to sidestep the cutter. Wait a minute, what's Mike doing? We typically don't see Mike on the ropes at all. Looks like he's going for a cutter of his own, and he hit it! Mike Anthony hits the cutter! Going for that brain buster. Reversed! Marko Harris takes Mike Anthony down. Mike should have gone for the cover when he had the opportunity. Now both men are down. This is where you gotta dig down deep, Maria. This is where your wrestling boots feel like they have concrete in them. This is where you ask yourself how far in the ocean you're willing to go. Senior official
the
David
championship is on the line, so they better
administering
muster it up.
the 10 count. This is where you're testing your fortitude. You're testing everything in your being to get back up and to keep fighting. Marko, huge shot. Here comes Mike Anthony. Back and forth. Oh, Marko goes low. Mike Anthony goes high.
Well, when they go low, we go lower.
Here comes Marko Harris. Mike Anthony might have finally met his match with Marko Harris, but just as I say that, here comes Mike Anthony, the genetic nightmare, the self-made savage with a big throw.
Marko
This
Harris
could do
is
it.
giving him a run for his money up until. Oh, still, he's
Just
still giving a run for his money.
Barely kicked out of that one. Mike Anthony asking senior official David Knight, as the capacity crowd chants that was 3. Mike says it wasn't, but it will be, as he calls for the brain buster. Hits this brain buster, it's got to be over. Marko spins out, big enziguri kick. Here comes Marko. Mike catches him, rolls him up. And that's it! Was it 3?
Here is
He
your
says it was
winner
3.
and still Memphis Wrestling Internet Champion, Mike Anthony.
Anthony has done it!
I told you the key was to keep him off the top rope.
Successfully defended his Memphis Wrestling Internet Championship here in the main event on Memphis Wrestling, and you see the frustration from Marko Harris. He was so close. Take a look back on the instant replay brought to you by Memphis Wrestling Live. Marko Harris going for his cutter off the middle rope. Mike Anthony is able to turn it into a pinfall. And we are all out of time. We're going to stay with it as long as we can. But Mike Anthony picks up the victory. Capacity crowd chanting, "That was awesome." We'll stay with it as long as we can. As Marko squaring off with Mike here, getting his flowers and a lot of respect from the audience here at Memphis Wrestling, and there's the handshake. Fans, I am Dustin Starr for my lovely Maria and Marko Harris, along with the Internet Champion Mike Anthony. Say it. So long, everybody.